Imagine heading to one of America's most beautiful national parks, only to find out later you may have been exposed to rabies. That's the situation facing hundreds of visitors to Grand Teton National Park after a suspected bat colony was discovered in the attic of Jackson Lake Lodge. At least 8 guests reported contact with bats, and now health officials say many more could be at risk. The backstory begins in early June. Guests at Jackson Lake Lodge began reporting encounters with bats in their rooms. At first, staff thought these might be isolated incidents, but after multiple reports it became clear something bigger was going on. On August 8th, the National Park Service confirmed the discovery of a suspected bat colony in the attic above several guest rooms. Now here's the serious part: rabies. Rabies is rare in the US, but it's almost always fatal if untreated. According to the CDC, bats are the leading source of rabies deaths in this country. In fact, 7 out of 10 people who die from rabies in the US were infected by bats. The danger is that bat bites are tiny and often invisible. People might not even realize they were bitten. Since June 2nd, at least 8 guests reported possible bat contact during overnight stays. But officials say the real number could be much higher, potentially hundreds of guests exposed over the summer months. The Wyoming Department of Health and the CDC are now working together to track down everyone who stayed at the lodge between May 5th and July 27th. Dr. Alexia Harris, Wyoming State Health Officer, told the Jackson Hole News and Guide that this is not just about stray bats wandering in. With the attic colony confirmed, the priority now is making sure no one unknowingly skips out on life-saving treatment. As of mid-August, officials have not confirmed whether any bats from the colony have tested positive for rabies, but they aren't taking any chances. If you stayed at Jackson Lake Lodge during that time period and think you may have been exposed to a bat, here's what you need to do. Contact the Grand Teton Lodge Company and reach out to your healthcare provider immediately to discuss whether you need rabies post-exposure prophylaxis. Remember, once symptoms appear, rabies is almost always fatal, but with early treatment, it's 100% preventable. So here's the bottom line. A bat colony was found at Jackson Lake Lodge in Grand Teton National Park. If you stayed there between May 5th and July 27th, contact the lodge and check with your doctor right away. Your summer vacation should leave you with memories, not medical emergencies. Stay informed, stay safe, and if in doubt, get checked.